What I like about being in a league is that you can see how many calls some of us are doing. That's the purpose of being in a league. Join the Festini Mafia League. This is your first day in real estate, and I am your real estate sales trainer and coach, James Festini. And this is the program that's going to teach you how to sell more real estate in less time. I always want to get feedback so that I can make this group more effective, more valuable to you. And I do put a lot of content. And as many of you know, I have been putting out a ton of my prospecting in the live stream, and I do it also on YouTube. We're gonna go out in serious beast mode. I wanna start hitting the streets. As you know, I've been doing roughly 200 to 250 contacts a day by the phones, and my production has definitely bumped up. I've got like 4 contracts floating. Clearly that tipping point, I wanna share with you that definitely the more you do, the more you're gonna get. That's a no-brainer, but if you're not getting the results you wanna get, you gotta do more. If you're not prospecting from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. because of some reason, and the only reason that you're not prospecting from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. is because your mouth is required for something else. Don't get dirty. If your mouth is necessary, meaning you have another job, you're volunteering, you got to pick up the kids, you're babysitting the kids. You know, really the only thing that would occupy your mouth is something else. But if you are sitting there scrolling on the internet, going through, you absolutely, positively, in this day and age, have to be using Mojo. Okay? This isn't a commercial for Mojo. This is about leagues. This whole video is about me inviting you to leagues. Inside of Mojo, for those of you who are Mojo users especially, there's a function called leagues, L-E-A-G-U-E-S-E. Anyhow, if you open up your Mojo and you go to main database, at the top right, you're going to see prospecting analyzer. I think it's like some sort of lightning bolt. Click on that. If you haven't clicked on it, tell me in the comments below saying, oh, I didn't even know that was a button. They hide their buttons in a way. There's a prospecting analyzer inside of Mojo. When you click on that, it's going to show you some certain metrics. One of the most important metrics that I will take credit for when it comes to dealing with Mojo, because I've been their guinea pig and I've helped them implement a lot of the features within Mojo, is because of me. I'm going to take that. I'm going to say that because I consult with them. That's why I'm always a fan of them. And the things that they adapt is because I've said, here, it should do that. And they say, oh, that's a great idea. And then suddenly it's there. One of the metrics that you absolutely have to pay attention to is pickup rate. Okay, I want to be clear. When you go into your Mojo dialer and you go and click prospecting analyzer, you're going to see your analytics. You're going to see team. You're going to see members. You're going to see contact rates. There's a lot of really cool stuff that you might like. It's like a little dashboard with little barometers and little levels that you can see how many you're contacting. First things first, if you are not contacting 100 people a day, so make sure that you have absolutely no negotiations with yourself, the negotiations with your significant other or whoever is taking away your mouthpiece. You have to go in there and sit down. All right, 100 contacts a day. Please, in November, December, you can stockpile. If you speak to 100 people a day, I'm not talking about dialing 100 a day. Speak to 100 people a day. I promise you'll pick up at least 3 bona fide listing leads that in the new year will list. Now, will they list with you? That's up to, your skill set. But if you pick up 3 of these a day, because you're talking to 100 a day, 3 times 5, now you got like 15. And then you do that for a month. Now you've got like 45, 60. 15, 30, 60 in 1 month. The month of December, you bang out some more, right? Everyone's like, oh, the holidays. Thanksgiving is one day, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and throwing a couple Jewish things in there, right? So you got maybe 5 days, right? Christmas Eve is the PM. Christmas Day, right? Take off Christmas Day, take off Thanksgiving, take off Sundays, right? But each one of these days, you should absolutely, without a doubt, be hitting 100 contacts a day. My game changed when I realized I need to be hitting my goal is 300 a day, and I haven't hit it since I've made that goal. 200, I don't leave the office unless I hit 200, period. But when I changed my expectations from 100 minimum to 200 minimum, all of a sudden things are jiving. I'm going out on appointments. People are saying, okay, not right now, give me some time. So right now I've got like 4 documents, DocuSigns, where in any second now they click and I've got a listing. I'm getting listings, right? Like that's close enough for me. That tells me it's working. So that's the first thing I want you to do, is make sure that if you are using Mojo, click on the prospecting analyzer. On the right-hand side, along that edge there, you're going to see something that says leagues. Inside of there, anybody who uses Mojo, please, if you use Mojo, join my league. When you click on leagues, there's like, I don't know, when I started there was maybe 4. Now there's like 60 maybe. Some of you have your own league. I don't get it. You know who you are, William and Jorge. I don't know why you have your own league. Just pick one. Just, there's no reason for you to have a league if you're the only one in there. It doesn't make sense. The league is so that we have a combination. Now I've spoken with Mojo and they're already going to start implementing some more cool things like chat. But what I want to do is I'm begging you guys, join my league. Why? Not because I want it to be popular. There's no ranking. There's no monetization value in you joining my league. But when you go in there, you click on that little lightning bolt prospecting analyzer, click it, and you'll see leagues. Click on that and you'll see. I like about being in a league is that you can see how many calls some of us are doing. That's the purpose of being in a league. Join the Festini Mafia League. It's not to do anything other than look and see, okay, what is the number 1 guy in there? There's 2 people in there. Oh, by the way, please, if you're going to join my league, make sure that your Mojo ID is your name. Don't go in there. I got one guy who's Century 19. If you're watching this video, please, I'm gonna have to kick you out and then come back in, because I want names. I want to see your name. I want to see Alex. I want to see Brian. I want to see Wendy. I want to see Carmen, Marcos. I want to see you guys. I want to see the names. I want my family to know each other by name. So if you're watching this, Century 19, and who's the other guy who has their name? DC, please put your name. This is, the feds aren't watching. You're not doing anything illegal by being in this league. Put your name, right? I want to know you by name. I think Civic Dreaming is DC. Who else is Century 19? Pacific, maybe something. Please don't register in my league without it being your name. We want to know who each other are, so that when we're in this group right here in actual Facebook, that we can be like, boom, boom, boom. The reason I'm saying this is I just had someone reach out to me, Eddie. Hopefully, if your name is in here and I call you out and it's not to embarrass you, if you join my league, you can go in there and you can see how many appointments are being set, right? How many contact rates. I was talking about that metric that I got Mojo to implement, and it's called pickup rate. For every dial you pick up, let's say you make 100 calls. And I asked Mojo this about 3 or 4 months ago. I said, hey, can you go in there and look in your entire database and tell me what is the percentage of pickup? And this was before they implemented the percentages. And I'm like, please, can you implement this? This is the formula I want to be front and center. They used to have it on the back end, but I said, I want it to be in like a metric where we can see. It's important that we know. Mojo's answer was 6%. So for every 100 numbers you dial, 6% was the average in their whole entire system. So when I go into my Mojo and I'm dialing, right now I'm between like 4 and 5%. Sometimes I'll hit pockets where it's like 8%. Farouk right now is the one that triggered this conversation. Eddie came in and goes, who's this guy? I go, guys, if you're in this group, talk to each other. What's making you get these numbers? Farouk's at like 17% right now, pickup rate. That's insane. Farouk, I hope you don't mind me confessing what you're doing. Hopefully, that you're fine, because you're in here. We're family. We can open up right here. It's not like you're sharing your secrets with your competition, because with your numbers, brother, you got competition. Don't worry about it. He calls the people on the do not call list. Now, you and I know I'm super compliant. Now, if it's someone in my sphere of intense interest and like I've knocked on their door and there's some connection, I'll call it, if it's on the DNC. But otherwise, I'm in total compliance. He doesn't. But what does that count for, right? Maybe double, so 6% to 12%, but right now he's at 17%. And so that's why I want you to join the leagues inside of Mojo. If you're using the Mojo dialer, go in there. You don't do this with RedX, and RedX isn't a CRM. RedX doesn't do letters, it barely does email, but it's, the integrations and stuff, right? Import, export isn't that functional. The email campaign is not as slick. It has got BombBomb. It integrates with any of your lead sources. Mojo is very good. It's not because, they sponsor my stuff. I don't use Top Producer. Top Producer sponsored me for many, many years. Landvoice sponsored me for many, many years. RedX sponsored me for many, many years. But once I found out who is the best, I'm like, no, I can't do it, right? I won't do it. The sponsors that you see right now that I'm putting on my YouTube videos, those are because I use them. The people who do my website, the people who provide me my database leads, those are really all good sources. And it's because of you. Some of you have turned me on to these people, or I've discovered, I'm like, who is that company? And I'll find out, like my website company, ZenTap, legit. The people who are doing those videos, if you've seen my monthly videos and you've seen some of my video and marketing game, ZenTap and Teradatum, I found them because of you guys. And then I say, okay, if they are legit, let's check them out. So I don't bring these things to you like other people who sell you a product that they may or may not use, probably not use, maybe they do. But you know, we're callers, like we're mega dialing individuals. Like we do a lot of numbers. We're out there looking for homeowners who are interested. So on a final note, please join my league. Make sure you join that league. But more importantly, understand that the metrics matter. Like right? When I see 17%, I need to know that we're all on the same page, right? I want to know that what we're doing works. I know what we're doing works because I'm still in the business. But I want to know what I'm doing works and what you're doing works. And then it's subtle varieties of what we're doing together equally in the same way as like cold calling, right? But information in particular is because I can ask him and he's part of the mafia and he's part of like our tribe here. And I want to make sure that as I'm putting out this content in our little demographic, our little group, our little, James Festini group here, that it's because we're all like-minded people. I don't want people in here who aren't willing to work really hard. And I think that's why my stuff remains largely unpopular, both on YouTube and Instagram and pretty much everywhere, is because no one wants to see sweat, man. No one wants swamp ass. They don't want, they don't want broken bones. They'd rather just get a little massage here and there. I'm here for work. I'm here to work. I'm here to do right by people, work my butt off. So when you join this league, make sure that you join the league and that your Mojo account has your name in there, okay? Especially once they open up the chat functionality, we're going to have like interaction. And so I've just dropped a shit ton of bomb value on you guys. I hope you guys appreciate this. I want you guys to be well-rounded. And I do it all. I do a little bit of everything. And I only do what works. And I'm trial and error. But I want you guys to support me, okay? And to support each other. Oh, that was the one question. That was the one question. Do you have a problem with me being live all the time on here and cold calling? Should I just leave that to YouTube and then just like, I'll be live here, but then I'll remove the feed? Or do you guys like watching it? Put that in the comments below. I get back to work. People ask me all the time, where do I get my data? How do I have so many good numbers without spending an arm and a leg? Because I recommend you get it from 3 places, and I merge them to create the ultimate white pages. 2 of them are Cold Realty Resources and TelephoneList.biz. They will provide you names, addresses, phone numbers, along with email addresses scrubbed against the Do Not Call list, available for both US and Canada. Now, I do a lot of door knocking, and my favorite app to use is Realty Buddy, a GPS tracking software with robust goal setting and follow-up campaigns. Realty Buddy takes care of the hassle, and Realty Buddy is the success to my door knocking. It's only available on iOS though, so sorry Android, but I will recommend Knockwise. They're really good too. Now, have you seen my amazing local market videos for my real estate business? In one word, Teradatum. They make videos branded to your brokerage and automatically update them every month with videos by zip code, county, city, and your hyper-local market, and it's extremely affordable. Have you guys seen my website lately? Well, you should. It's absolutely gorgeous. I owe it all to ZenTap. They will help you with your advertising using your MLS, IDX, and social media to attract an audience and engage your leads using sophisticated bots. Now, you're gonna need a powerful CRM to manage all of this, and as you know, Mojo Selling Solutions is more than just a dialer. It's the most powerful CRM bar none. Mojo provides you expireds for sell by owners, and that is the 3rd list of data, along with email and mail campaigns. For more information on any of these products, along with my personal coaching and training products, go to jamesfestini.com today. Or just show financial support at any amount on patreon.com/James Festini. Now, get back to work.